This is a really, really nice model. Like a truly beautiful sculpt. But I'm not having a great time painting it, which always feels weird to admit because you're sort of meant to love it, right? It's got everything. Detail everywhere, crispy lines, loads going on. But yeah, I'm doing a lot of work and I'm not really enjoying it. I think we mix two things up in this hobby. How a miniature looks aesthetically from a design perspective and how it feels to paint. And they're not automatically linked. Some models look incredible on the sprue, assembled in grey plastic or in an Insta photo or magazine shoot, and then you buy it, sit down to paint it, and it's just constant effort. No rhythm, no flow. Just tiny decisions, one after the other, forever. The usual issue for me anyway is too much detail. And I don't mean challenging detail, I mean everything just wants attention. Every surface has texture, every thingamajig is meant to be special. Nothing's allowed to just calm down and be at peace. So you finish it and it's technically fine, but your eye doesn't know where to go. It just sort of lands everywhere. It's chaotic like an 8-pointed star. You've worked harder, but it doesn't actually read better as a finished miniature, which is annoying because you've just put the hours in. At some point with these types of miniatures, I stop painting and I start following instructions. Not written instructions, just sculpt instructions. This bit's different, so I'll paint it another colour. Oh, another pouch. Oh, another pipe. Oh, another nipple rivet. You're not deciding much anymore, you're just responding to the detail on the miniature. And that's when I start losing interest. This isn't a skill thing, by the way. If I had the patience to paint every single little detail on a miniature, I certainly would, but honestly, I just don't like it. I don't think simpler models are easier in a meaningful way. If anything, they show your mistakes more. I just enjoy painting them a lot more because they leave room. And that's partly why Space Marines are everywhere. There's a reason every hobby channel eventually ends up painting just power armor, even if they swear they wouldn't. And it's not because we're lazy or unimaginative. It's because they're well designed, not too busy, and perfect to paint in different styles, just like a canvas. Big, bold shapes, clear panels, actual flat areas. You decide where the interest goes. You decide what matters. They don't shout at you and tell you to fuss about them. They let you express yourself a lot more. People call them boring, but I just think they're quietly confident. They don't need to explain themselves with surface detail. They work from across the table. They work if you squint. That's not an accident. That's very deliberate and very clever design. I like painting simpler miniatures because they don't tell me what to do. They don't punish you for being slightly messy. They let the paint do the work. And I like letting the paint do the work because I like painting, not managing 20 textures and 3 focal points all at once. Now, I've talked at length about this before, but there's this idea in the hobby that more effort equals better results. More steps, more time put into it, more techniques stacked upon each other. But time doesn't equal clarity. Some of the best miniatures I've ever painted took less time because the miniature wasn't fighting me the entire journey. I wasn't negotiating with it. I was just painting. And look, I'm not saying detailed miniatures are bad. They're super impressive, they're pretty, and they look awesome at Golden Demon level. But they ask for a very specific kind of attention. And often, I don't want that job. Sometimes I just want to paint on a shape and see where it goes. I want to meditate and space out to it, not get a headache from indecision. If you've ever sat there with a really, really nice miniature and ever thought, I should be enjoying this a lot more, that is normal. You're not bad at the hobby and you're not missing something. You just like models to leave room for you. Some days I want to push myself. Other days, I just want to enjoy the process. Those aren't the same thing. And I think it's absolutely fine to admit that.